What up YouTube, Balboa here with my 150th video! Woohoo! And, as I promised, it's a collection video. Because it's what I do. Now I want to say a few things. One, I do apologize for not posting a video in a while. I've been very busy, and mostly because I've been picking up my room. And last time I did it, I just took a bunch of stuff out, made it look clean, and then put it all back. That took about 2 hours, taking it out and putting it back in. But anyway, I still was picking it up. I'm still picking up a little, so I do apologize. Which is why I didn't put out a Valentine's or a President's Day video. So, happy President's Day and happy Valentine's. This kind of makes up for it. And, oh yeah, here's two very important things. One, anything you see in this room can be requested as a video review. Except, as long as I haven't already reviewed it, or I say I won't review it. Besides that, literally, you could just pick anything you want in this room, and I will review it. Just request it. Comment section, or private message me, whatever floats your boat. And all my new collection videos will be a Battle Ball talk. They will no longer be a vlog. And I will not go back to my 100th video and change it to a Battle Ball talk. My first ever collection video, my first ever Battle Ball talk was the Amigo one. Oh, and since it was the 100th video, I kind of wanted to get all my collection just in one video, so I didn't have to, put parts, and that would kind of break the whole, oh my gosh, it's 100 video, collection video. This will be broken down into a couple parts. It could be two parts, and it could be 3. It just depends how I go. But I will be going in greater depth in this video of my collection. And one more thing. I can't edit this, so I do apologize. And the lighting in my room isn't good, which is why I have a flashlight in my pocket, which I will be using. And I probably just blinded you, but let's get started. So we're going to start by taking off the camera off the tripod and putting it to the side. We're going to go to my Iron Man shelf. It's the closest one to my door. Let's see. Nothing on this shelf has really changed. I did add my my Silver Centurion, my Marvel Universe Iron Man, this awesome Hulkbuster. I love this thing. It's one of my favorite figures in my Iron Man shelf. And I think I added this figure, but I could be wrong. So there is my whole Iron Man shelf. I guess we'll be using it just so you could get a better view. Here's my Anything Can Go shelf, and this has changed just a little bit. I added the Thundercats, and I added all of this stuff here. I also added this entire side, because this was originally just my Captain America figure right here, and then the box set, Marvel Universe X-Men box set, which I really like the box set. But I added my Snake Eyes figures, because I love Snake Eyes, and he's the only G.I. Joe I will ever buy, and I might review this. If you guys request a Snake Eyes, I highly recommend requesting this Snake Eyes, because he's the most modern one, and you can actually run into stores and buy him right now. So, hint hint, nudge nudge. This is my original collection shelf. Collection shelf. This is pretty much an Anything Can Go shelf. And anything can go. So, this one's pretty full, so anything I add now will be going here. But I did add a few things. I added this giant, the Frost Giant here. I added the Blue Beetle here. And I added the Captain America. And I added that really cool custom I did, Doc Ock. And then the Beast Boy, which I randomly found in a crate. But anyway, so anything here you can request. Okay. This is my kinda Green Lantern shelf. I got all my Green Lantern figures here, as you can see. And one of my vehicles, and even that thing, which I might review. But anyway, as you can see, I have a lot of Green Lantern figures that I try to fit on the shelf. I did take a few out, and I did put this thing here for a reason. Because, well, you'll see why. But I do actually plan to review this thing, and I freaking love this vehicle. It's such a great vehicle. It's actually my favorite Iron Man vehicle. But anyway, we got the bottom shelf, which is the Iron Tank, which is kind of dusty. I do need to dust some of these vehicles. But this is my Iron Tank, my Wily Cat's boards, the Thunder Racers, and the Thunder Tank, which I've reviewed everything except for that tank on this shelf. So we get off the ground and move to my dresser, which has my only form of light in this room. You can see that I have my wallet here and some deodorant. But that's not what we're here to see. We're here to see this. These are 2 shelves I completely and utterly cleared off just so I can fit more figures on this shelf when this shelf gets full. So when this gets full, I have more room here, which I'm glad I cleared off. And yeah, I got some nails here because I am using these. And these bottom shelves are just junk. Nothing you would like to see. So I moved to my Giant Things shelf, and I call this my Giant Things shelf because it's my dresser that I put anything that's 10 inches or taller on. We got my Galactus here that hasn't, well, moved. And this thing has moved a lot because he's become a pain in the butt. Trust me, this thing, if I tapped this thing right here, it would fall. Let alone open a drawer. We got my Armor of Omens, which I really like this toy. And we still got the box here, which I really like. And my Red Vortex. We got my USS Enterprise on this thing, which I do plan to actually hang up in my room, so it'll go right around here on the ceiling. I just need to find better screws because they really don't hold this thing. It's a little too heavy for it to hold. So yeah. Oh, by the way, still got the Avengers. That awesome thing my cousin drew. And then my Generator Rex Thrill Me. Still there. And my Samurai Jack sword is still there. Which actually got me a lot of views, considering I guess I'm the only guy on YouTube who ever reviewed that. Anyway, so we go to my newest shelf. This is the one I most recently installed in my room. And we have my Bakugan. I finally was able to display these things. And it was a lot of fun, and I got a lot back there. I hope you can see them. But I finally got to display them, and I'm not really going to buy any more Bakugan. But hey, you know, I always pick up the Dragos, because I'm a big Drago fan. Go to this shelf, and we got my Green Lantern Tron Cycle. Seriously, that looks a lot like Tron. We got all 3 of my $10 Iron Man vehicles, which I really like, especially the motorcycles. I always think that motorcycles make superheroes way more epic. But we got my 3rd favorite Batmobile, the Batman Beyond Hover Batmobile, and then another Batman Beyond Batmobile. We got some of my other Batmobiles, including my Green Lantern helicopter, which does not hold a figure, which would have been awesome, but it always separates into over 12 different weapons. More Batman vehicles. This shelf really hasn't changed. I just added this and added these and that, and that's really it. It is all exactly the same. And I still will not review this because I really need to rebuy that figure because it's really in bad condition. We got my Helicarrier there from the Superhero Squad show. And that Batmobile, which I still will not review. We got my Batman, the animated series Batmobile, which I want to buy the first version because this is the second one. And we got the Transforming Batmobile from Batman Forever. So yeah, that's this shelf. And again, not much has changed on this shelf. Then we take us to this dresser, which holds some clothes, some of my Batman, and just superhero books, including my Transformers Vault. I really like this book. It's really good. If you're a Transformers fan, buy this book. We also have my artwork. This is... Oop, dropped it. This is the concept one I drew. And then my friend Tab drew this, which she's an awesome artist, and I highly recommend going to her channel and just going to the video she posted of her singing and like it because she did this awesome artwork and she's awesome. So just do that. I'll link her somewhere on this thing. We got, oh yeah, this holds my accessories, so all my missile launchers, and then all my card backs go in here, and my Batman accessories go in here too. Oh, and I also keep one of my favorite comic books on here. Love this comic. I seriously, it is like a geek's paradise. Now, if only they had Superman and the Phantom. and Green Hornet. Then that would have been awesome. We got my Monster Truck Batmobile and my Adam West Batmobile, and then this Hot Wheel that I have that is just a Hot Wheel, but it has the number 4, so I'd like to think of it as a Fantastic Four. We also have my Hulkbuster package, which I just keep it here because it keeps the chrome from scratching, actually vacuum metallized plastic. Again, my favorite Batman card, Planet Hulk. Awesome movie, I highly recommend checking it out. And then we have, this is the Greatest American Hero FX exclusive number 152 autographed Greatest American Hero Mego. This is the rarest thing in my collection, by far. And then we have my little custom Spider-Man web, and then this really cool Batman artwork. We have, hanging off my ceiling, we have my custom Generator Rex figure. This thing was a lot of fun to make, and it looks really nice. And then hanging off my ceiling again, we have the Ultraman, which is an awesome dude. I mean, he's one of my favorite Japanese superheroes. Besides from Kamen Rider, which I love Kamen Rider, this dude is awesome. And he was actually adapted into America, and my dad really likes him, so he got me hooked up. So yeah, there is Ultraman, he in all of his really cool glory. It used to spin, but now it doesn't. I mean, you could see that you flip this on, and it would fly. In fact, you could probably hear the motor, but this system has jammed. And I really need to take this thing apart and fix the engine, because I'm actually good at electronics, so I can fix this thing up. I just really need to and get a propeller. I just really need to fix the system and then get the propeller on there. And I won't fix it until I get a propeller on that. So he can totally fly around in my room. That would be awesome. I just need a Superman one, because that would be really cool. But we got Generator Rex, and just pretend we have the USS Enterprise hanging off right here, because I really want to hang it off my ceiling, and I'll probably do an update video on my second channel where I have it hanging off. But anyway, this looks like a good part to end off the first part. We still got that piece to go, but that'll be in part 2. And you can see my what we covered. Definitely covered a lot. Trash can, basketball. We covered a lot. So stay tuned for part 2.